Rise and shine, Central Indiana, 9 o'clock on your Sunday morning. Thanks for getting your week started with us here on 13 Sunrise. I'm Matthew Foltz alongside Lindsay Monroe. Hope you've been enjoying these warmer temperatures because Lindsay, more is in store on the way.
This week, it's going to be like a completely different season compared to what we had last week. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And hopefully you were able to get out and kind of enjoy the thawing yesterday. Had a high of 40. Not going to be quite that warm today, and I'm going to talk about why. And today, by the way, will be the coldest day in the extended forecast. So if you don't like the cold weather, we just need to get through the next 24 hours. Here we go. I want to show you the bigger picture here. We had this cold front move through during the overnight. That also brought some increased clouds, and that's what you see outside right now. But this has changed up our wind direction. So briefly for today, we'll be tapping into a northwesterly wind flow that will bring in some of that colder, drier air, and that does limit our temperature for today. We've seen temperatures cooling off during the overnight. We're now down to 26 here in Indy. It is 26 in Richmond, 25 in Muncie, and 23 up in Kokomo. This is about the coldest part of the day right now. We will see temperatures increasing, but really not by much today. We'll keep mostly cloudy skies going, 33 for a forecast high today. And then as we get into the evening tonight and the sky starts to clear back out, we'll see those temperatures dropping back to the 20s. And then eventually we're going to be in the teens during the overnight, and that will be the coldest overnight in the extended forecast. So again, just getting through some of these colder temperatures now, and we do see back above average daytime highs all the way through next weekend. 33 your forecast high here in Indy today, 30 in Muncie. Bloomington gets to 37. We'll talk more about that warming trend, some rain and some snow chances in that 7-day forecast coming up.
All right, we'll see you then, Lindsay. We have an update this morning on a fatal shooting that happened on Indy's north side early yesterday morning. Metro Police now tell us it was a man who was shot and killed shortly after 1 a.m. near 46th and Keystone. Officers got to the scene and found that man laying next to a car that had stopped in the middle of the street. He was transported to the hospital in critical condition where he later died. Police are now still working to learn what exactly led up to the shooting. We should learn the man's name from the Marion County Coroner's Office tomorrow morning. We're also learning new details on a multi-car crash on the east side that left one man dead. Metro Police say officers were called to 38th and German Church Road just before 5 Friday evening for a disturbance between vehicles. Once on scene, they found 5 cars that had crashed, and officers say they also found a man outside of one of those cars with a gunshot wound and a gun near him. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Now investigators say they have determined that the man shot himself. Several other people were injured in the crash but are expected to be okay. Right now, 2 parents here in Indianapolis are turning grief into hope. They're launching a foundation honoring their late son, Julius Parker Jr., who died by gun violence a year ago. Our Marina Silva shares their new mission.
It wasn't a happy celebration. Instead, one to honor a life lost. January 26, 2024, Mom and Dad got the news. Their son was killed.
Just thinking of him not being here has been very, very painful for the entire family.
Julius Parker Jr. was found dead in a parked car on the city's southeast side. He'd been shot. IMPD is investigating it as a homicide. So far, his family says there have been no arrests. Now, his family wants to turn grief into hope to carry on his legacy.
His dream was to assist underprivileged children. He always had a passion to help children who are less fortunate.
Even going back to his family's home country, Liberia.
He wanted to go to Liberia to kind of assess the needs of children who did not have the opportunity that he had being born and growing up in America. And so that's the kind of mindset he had, for his age.
So the family decided to launch the Julius K. Parker Jr. Lending Hand Foundation.
Since he did not live to realize those dreams, we, his parents, decided that we are going to continue his legacy.
This room is all filled with people here to honor Julius K. Parker Jr. Now his family has one message for the person that killed him.
Come forward And to the parents of whoever did this, we parents should start to step up, tell your kids to do the right thing. If you know you heard something, say something. So my message is come forward, and life gonna be better for you, because you did not just hurt my family, you hurt your family.
A family turning their grief into something to help others. Reporting in Indianapolis, Marina Silva, 13 News.
And those parents aren't the only ones fighting gun violence. Right now, there's a major push to curb violence here in the city, and local leaders are now calling on the community after 14-year-old Deandra Staples was killed just a few weeks ago. Community members and advocates joined together last week to prevent more deaths. Antonia Bailey is a non-fatal shooting advocate, support specialist, and supervisor for IMPD. She says she lost 2 of her children to gun violence in 2019 at the hands of a 15-year-old.
They have such a full life ahead of them, and it's just heartbreaking that they won't be able to see what the future holds.
And alongside her was Deputy Chief Kendall Adams, who says police are starting to see momentum in cases when people come together.
The reality is people are tired. People are calling the police and saying, this is what I saw, and I'm willing to testify. And we need more of that.
And if you have any information on crime that's happening in Indianapolis or maybe in your neighborhood, especially if you have camera or cell phone video, police urge you to come forward. Time is now 9:06 on your Sunday morning. Today is the last day of the Indianapolis Home Show happening over at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. It's a place where you can explore decorating, landscaping, construction, and even remodeling ideas. Our Anna Chalker is live there this morning with more on what you can expect if you haven't had the chance to check it out. Anna?
Hey, good morning, Matthew. And we got a sneak peek inside because it opens in an hour at 10 o'clock, but there's so much to do here. So if you've been to the home show before, you may know as soon as you walk in, there's that gigantic home in the middle. So we're inside of it, and let me tell you, it is beautiful. We've been doing tours all day, having the time of our lives. Well, this morning we're joined with Brad Davis, a part of Davis Homes, who built this home. Good morning.
Good morning.
How has it been just, people walking through the last couple of weeks here?
We've had really favorable response. The home, I think, for 2,400 feet lives pretty large. And we have the open space here in the kitchen. People love that.
And kind of just tell us a little bit about it, because this is a really beautiful home that people get to see here.
It's a craftsman styling. We kind of did an upgrade. The home would go for like $250 base. Then you add a lot and you add site costs. It's $400 though, because we loaded this baby with a lot of options.
And last day, why should people come out? Because there's still a lot to do here.
Today I almost wore my Hawaiian shirt because it's so warm out. It's like 31 degrees, for crying out loud, which is a lot better than -3 or something a week ago.
For sure. Hey, thank you so much. So we're going to be checking out the backyard coming up at 9:30, because that is also a great piece of work out there. But so much to do out here. Vendors, just kind of getting your ideas for your next home if you want to build one.
All right, certainly a great stop if you love all things home improvement. Our Anna Chalker reporting live for us at the State Fairgrounds. We'll see you soon, Anna. Well, can you believe it? We are now just 6 days away from WWE Royal Rumble taking over Lucas Oil Stadium. More than 60,000 fans are expected to pack downtown, and right now neighborhoods are preparing. Now, the celebration is happening on the city's south side, from new artwork, restaurant deals, to even wrestling-themed workout classes. The district says they're getting ready to welcome thousands, and one of the biggest invitations on this side of town is the showcase of its rich wrestling history. So you won't just be watching wrestling on TV, but you'll see live matches hosted by Naptown All-Pro in the Fountain Square Theater.
Can't think of a better place in Indianapolis to really celebrate wrestling culture than our fun, funky, a little bit out there district.
And the district is also excited to bring fans from all across the world. Royal Rumble will start at 6 p.m. on February 1st. Of course, that's this Saturday. And we do have more information, and you can catch it streaming as Peacock as well. So more information at WTHR.com. And right now, you can also get a lot of merchandise, participate in themed activities, and enjoy food and drinks as we get closer to Royal Rumble. And in fact, one big launch actually made its debut last night. Sun King Brewery, along with Hot Boys Chicken, are now teaming up for a new beer collaboration. It's called the Spandex Super Slam beer. This mashup is inspired by chicken and waffles, and of course, it has that craft beer twist. It's available right now at all Sun King Central Indiana locations, plus other locations that serve Sun King beer.